fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do better. Minnesota Vikings.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First and 10. Painter. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get for you.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Painter. Escaping the pressure right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Play action. Painter. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Try again here, first and goal after the false start. And the Bears are going to have a first and goal. As some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal. On second and goal, here's the option. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. punch it in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And it's 4th and goal at the 3-yard line.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now this time he'll look to throw. And the flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Operating from the gun, Painter. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Painter. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
2nd and 11. Back to throw. Painter. That's the right side here. Complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
The 39-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. From the gun, Painter. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run the counter with Cook, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll go to the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Bears 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Minshew, he's going up top for Taylor. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts. Understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Get him down as he's inside the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. 14 15 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw. Painter. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Bilal Nichols able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Off play action. Painter. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Painter. Being chased out left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
On the return, it's Taylor. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Out of the gun is Minshew. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Got an open man in front of him, Jefferson. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Painter. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. Flush to his right. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Painter. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
To throw again. Painter. That's caught. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this 1st half of action. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. It's a quarterback sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. T. Higgins was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. This will make it into the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Minshew. And that will be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they?
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Jarrett on the stop. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. And
Minshew sets to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now Minshew. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Painter. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. To return is Taylor. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 42-yard line.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll go to Barkley again. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all. And it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, Brandon, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Painter. Right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Cook. Lawrence in on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Painter. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Marcus. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
2-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And firing a deep ball for Komet. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Cole Komet, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 14.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Operating from the gun. Painter. And that
is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And this is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
10 yards to go.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they?
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. From the gun, Painter. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on.
Makes the score.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed.
The ball carrier.
Jeff Gladney able to come up and make the tackle. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On fourth down, here's the option. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll look to throw here. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Forced out to his left. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Bears.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing on first down is Minshew. That's taken in by Higgins. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. It'll be Minshew again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball, things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whenever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.